What it do, flight crew? FTC. Flight team stand up! It's September. I guarantee you it's about to be a month to remember. Hey, October's around the corner. What we saying for the month of October? Wait! We got 20 things you did not know about Steph Wardell Curry. Saying the full Durban name is crazy. But, coming from biggest Steph Curry fan in the world. What did I possibly not know? We're going to figure out about a rebound.
There's some things Steph
Check it out.
Doesn't tell anyone.
Doesn't.
Near-death car crashes.
I remember this.
Weird pre-game rituals.
Really?
And a disease that's making him go blind.
But
Really?
until this week, no one knew that Steph Curry has been battling deteriorating eyesight.
These are 20 things you didn't know about Steph Curry. And for
Whoa.
number 20, there's no way
Number
you
20.
knew that. Before the NBA, Steph Curry was a YouTuber. Yeah.
Nah.
And to
What? There's no way this is my first time hearing this. I could have sworn. What? Bro, what if, like, all just aside, bro, you just literally be watching, tuning in. He has, bro, obviously, but I'm just like, what if he just, like, literally be watching every single day? That's crazy. It's not impossible to think about free time, you know? But, bro.
2007,
Goated.
while Steph was in college, him and his boys started a YouTube channel where they posted nothing but bangers.
Their Sunday brunch is golden rule, and last night's girl thinks you're a tool.
Bro, that man has bars, yo! I might have to use them! Just kidding. Yo! Bro, whoa. It's all okay. We gonna let it slide. We didn't see that. It's all we didn't see that part.
He's a YouTube star. But these days, he's on a whole
Yo,
new
that's
level.
crazy.
In fact, for number 19, I bet you didn't know that the most expensive basketball card in the world
has
is
to be
of
Curry.
Steph Curry.
Come on, man. Who's best player on
This
planet Earth?
is Steph's rookie logo, man. And with
Really?
only one of these cards in existence,
One?
in 2021, it was sold for a ridiculous $5.9 million.
Damn, they got low ball. You could have sold that for at least 10.5.
The most
Facts.
a basketball card has ever
You would have waited like
sold
one
for.
more year.
Hey man,
He just won the
Steph Curry's
finals.
worth it. Cause for number
Auction
18,
reacts.
you probably didn't know that Steph is so good at basketball that he literally broke NBA 2K. See, in 2015, Steph was shooting an insane 45% from three.
Damn.
So when developers
Goated.
put him in 2K16, his in-game character was hitting half-court bombs like it was
Sheesh.
nothing, making gamers around the world freak out.
Bro, look at Cash, yo. You don't know nothing about that, Curry.
It's broken!
Now, Steph
Yo,
may have
that's
been terrorizing
crazy.
2K, but he's done some people even worse. Cause for number 17, there's no way you knew that Steph cost Under Armour hundreds of millions of dollars. In 2016, Steph was hyping up his latest signature sneaker, the Curry 3s, thinking they'd be the hottest shoe the game's ever seen. But when fans got their first look, they hated them, calling the shoes ugly, overpriced, and overrated. And when the Curry 3s finally dropped, the CEO of Foot Locker admitted that the shoes were selling terribly.
The Foot Locker CEO, Dick Johnson, said Friday, it's softer than expected, and that sent the shares tumbling. Under Armour lost about $600 million in market value.
What?
Yeah, they lost $600 million. That is just crazy. But what's even crazier is number 16. Cause you may not have known that Steph has the weirdest training routine in NBA history. See, back in 2012,
Got that dog in
Steph
him.
wanted to take his game
Look
to
at Nash,
another
you know what he's
level.
doing.
So he adopted an experimental training routine that is just weird. From wearing strobe light goggles to jumping in sensory deprivation tanks, Steph was looking like a damn science experiment. But it worked, cause he became quicker and more accurate on the court, averaging 8 more points per game
Damn.
the very next season.
Inspirational.
Man, when it comes to being the best, this man Steph will stop at nothing. But believe it or not, for number 15, there's one thing that Steph's even better at than basketball: singing.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn. Top 5 singer.
That shit's beautiful, man. But I can't say the same for number 14, because you probably never knew that Steph Curry almost died. See, in 2018, Steph was behind the wheel of his Porsche Panamera, cruising down Highway 24 in Oakland, when all of a sudden, a soul would be alive. Man, something like that will really make you appreciate life.
Nah, for
and
real.
that's exactly why in number 13, Steph is spending millions of dollars saving an entire city. See, in 2019,
Yeah.
Steph launched the Eat, Learn, Play Foundation, a charity that is giving back to the kids of Golden State. And from donating 100,000 books to serving 16 million meals, Eat, Learn, Play is changing lives. And in just a
Inspirational.
couple of years, Steph's charity has already raised over $15 million, all for the kids of Oakland.
Wow.
Damn, Steph stays giving back. Now for number 12,
Number
you
12.
probably knew that Steph broke the record for the most threes of all time. But what you didn't know is that he turned the shoes he wore that night into his very own NFT, the Curry Genesis Flows. And at $333,
What y'all think about them NFTs? I ain't getting to
these
that
NFTs
stuff.
sold out, raising over $1 million, all for charity.
Wow, that's smart.
This dude's stuff is full of surprises. In fact, for number 11, I bet you didn't know that 5-year-old Steph was in a Burger King commercial.
Really?
Hey, Dad.
Yeah,
How'd you get to be so big?
I guess
Hey.
it do that way.
What's it take to be a great basketball player like you?
Well, you really gotta want it. You gotta taste it. You gotta be able to smell it. I mean, you really gotta be hungry for it.
Dad, can we go to the Burger King? I am really hungry.
From Burger King
Burger
to
King be slapping,
3-point
bro.
King. Man. But alright, dog, we're entering the top 10. So, things are about to get even crazier. Because I bet you didn't know that Steph Curry, the greatest shooter in NBA history,
That's facts.
might go blind.
No.
Yeah. For the first 10 years of his career, everything seemed fine. Steph was hitting threes, making passes, and becoming a GOAT. But in 2019, he discovered something horrifying.
Curry has a genetic disease called keratoconus. About 1 in 2,000 people suffer from it.
The reason I found out I couldn't see very well is because our GM, Bob Myers, saw me on TV one time just squinting, looking at the scoreboard, and he came up and asked me, he's like, can you actually see? And I was like, no, I just see the color orange really well.
This disease, it makes your vision worse and worse,
Damn.
has no cure, and if left untreated, can leave you blind. So
Damn.
the only thing Steph could do was get contacts, and hope his eyesight doesn't get any worse.
That's crazy,
But hey,
man.
at least he's got people he can lean on. Like in number 9, because I don't think you knew that Steph's biggest fan is LeBron James.
No, it's
See,
me!
back in
What? What? This man LeBron outbeat us for being the biggest Steph Curry fan.
2008, LeBron was watching Steph ball out in the NCAA tournament.
Now that's
And he
facts.
was
If you didn't know that, then you ain't had real basketball knowledge. I remember seeing him in the
so
pop-up
impressed
at
that
Davidson's.
after the game,
Uh,
he introduced himself.
watched a couple of
and
Davidson
gave
games.
Steph the gift of a lifetime.
I don't know how people knew this. He gave me a jersey when I was in high school. When I was in college at Davidson, and I still have it on the wall at my parents' house back in Charlotte.
Wow.
And he wrote it like to the king of basketball in North Carolina.
Oh, that's hard.
And signed it and all that.
Man, it's great to see Steph get the love that he deserves. Because the guy has done a lot for his community. In fact, for number 8, I bet you had no idea that Steph is the first NBA player to design shoes for girls. See, back
Really?
in 2018, Steph
Now
got
that's
a
a
letter in
W.
the mail that broke his heart.
Females can
It was
play
a
the game, too.
9-year-old fan, upset that his latest signature shoe wasn't made in girl sizes. And when Steph read that, he knew he had to make things right.
That's
so he
fire.
got in touch with the girl's family, teamed up with Under Armour to design her very own signature shoe.
It's two girls playing basketball and then encouraging words.
I never even knew
He
this.
sparked
That's
a nice
fire,
big
yo.
movement for sure. And we get to represent it together. That's it.
Look at Curry, man, out here grabbing W's.
Oh, rebound! Yeah, with the W quote!
Kevin was a man.
Yeah!
Because there's no way you knew that. Steph got banned from buying his own sports team. In 2018, Steph saw that his favorite NFL team, the Carolina Panthers, were up for sale. So, he
Man,
started
you gotta go to the
making
Patriots.
some
Don't do the
calls,
Panthers. They never won a
reaching out
Super
to
Bowl.
investors. Until eventually, he teamed up with Diddy and NBA owner Michael Rubin to put together an offer to buy the Panthers for $2 billion. And with a number like that, it seemed like the deal was done. But at the very last second, the deal was shut down by none other than the NBA. Because apparently, they thought an active player buying a team with an NBA owner was a conflict of interest. So with that,
What? That has to be the most hateful ish I've ever heard.
the team was sold to another group, leaving Steph's dreams crushed.
Wow.
Now, for number 6, I bet you didn't know that Steph designed one of the ugliest cars in the world.
What?
Yeah. In 2019, the people at Infiniti hired Steph to shoot a car commercial. And the idea behind the ad was that Steph would design the ugliest car he could think of just to prank his friend.
You know, my relationship obviously with Infinity goes back a couple years now, and they gave me the opportunity to put my fingerprint on the concept car.
So let's see what you're talking about.
Here we go.
Bro. Yo. I mean, if you use point A to point B.
Right here.
Yo.
Hey, what if that has 1,000 horsepower though? Y'all still buy it, huh?
It's the future for real.
Now look, clearly, Steph's a creative, but you definitely didn't know about his latest project. Cause for number 5,
really?
Steph is creating his very own cartoon.
Ooh.
Yeah, you might have seen Steph appear in an episode
Whoa!
of Family Guy, but what you probably missed is that in 2020, Steph announced he was teaming up with Family Guy creator Seth MacFarlane to reboot the classic 70s sitcom, Good Times.
Seth MacFarlane, Steph Curry, Good Times reboot? Huh? I asked myself the same questions, but we doing it. We wanted to bring the Good Times show back and bring some of the hilarity, some of the good conversations, and animate it. So who better to work with than Seth MacFarlane?
And there's no official release date yet, but it's been in production for a couple of years. So hopefully it comes out pretty soon. But in the meantime, we gotta talk about number 4. See, there's one sport that Steph loves a little too much. Golf.
What is it? Golf.
The game of golf just gets under my skin. Like, no matter how well you played, you always feel like you can play better. Very similar to basketball, so. If I'm on the bench, dead ball or something, a swing tip might pop up in my head. It's not good. I'm haunted by it. That's what my wife says, I'm haunted.
You know, I'm starting to think Steph's got problems. But anyways, we're entering the top 3. So, you're about to see a whole new side of Steph you've never seen before. Cause I bet you didn't know about the time that Steph sparked a worldwide controversy.
Really?
See, back in 2018, Steph was on an episode of Winging It with Vince Carter and some friends. And it was here that, out of nowhere, Steph dropped a bombshell.
We ever been to the moon?
Nope.
They gonna come get us. I don't think so either. I'm conspiracy. Sorry, I don't think conspiracy.
They ain't been on the moon.
You don't think so? Yeah, Steph said we've never been to the moon, sending the internet into a frenzy.
Was Steph Curry joking when he said he doesn't believe Americans landed on the moon?
I don't think this is funny, actually. Like, we can laugh at it, but I don't think it's funny.
It happened.
Bro, it's not that serious. Like, what did you bring back from the moon anyway? It's just the moon. You bring back any rocks to cure all the diseases that can't be cured or haven't been found out yet? No. You know what I'm saying? Has it been cured for, like, the gas prices or whatever? People, like, the biggest thing, the price of everything going up? No. Like, yo, people, yeah, this is why I be trying to tell y'all FC brothers and sisters, man. Just like the point of everything is that it just comes to a point you just can't take certain things in life just too seriously, man. That's how you wind up with just a full head of gray hairs, a receding hairline, bro, at an early age, man, and wrinkles everywhere. You just can't walk around taking life too seriously, man. And it's crazy because it's like, man, Curry, he could have treated like thousands of reporters around the world. That was like the talk of the day.
The moon landing happened.
And when the people over at NASA heard, well, they were pissed. So they called up Steph and had a little conversation.
One of those kind of situations where I had President Obama reach out. I've had yourself, one other astronaut that really wanted to educate me on how significant, the moon landing was. Obviously, it was real.
But Steph didn't stop there, because shortly after, he put his money where his mouth was, teaming up with Under Armour to create custom moon landing shoes.
I like those. That's W.
Going to support
you get together and squash the beef just like that. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, you can't be going off on people about, like, like the moon and everything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Education. Yeah, Steph might have screwed up.
Shout out to all the astronauts,
clearly
though.
has a heart of gold.
I do want to
That's
go
why
to the
for
moon,
number
though.
2, you might not have known that Steph
Me,
became
I obviously knew that the
best
moon was
friends
always real.
with Obama.
But someone's
And
opinion
it
is
started
opinion.
in 2015 when Steph met Obama at a White House charity event. And from the jump, the two hit it off. So much that over the next few years, they became best friends.
Really?
From doing commercials, giving speeches.
Bro, what if I was to play Obama one-on-one, bro? That's like an instant.
Hell, even golfing together. And these days, Steph and Obama are like brothers. In fact, in 2022, right after Steph won his 4th ring, the very first person to call him up was none other than Obama.
Nice. Man, the president of the United States called Curry, man. Oh my gosh.
Man, this dude Steph has got it all, and he's done all kinds of incredible things. But what if I told you that all of these moments should have never happened? Because the number one thing you didn't know about Steph Curry is that the Golden State Warriors almost traded him. See, early in his career, Steph was showing a lot of potential, winning Rookie of the Month 3 times.
He was nice
making
too.
an All-Rookie First Team. Hell, he even won the Sportsmanship Award. But in 2012, things took a turn for the worse. Because Steph was constantly getting hurt, needing 2 ankle surgeries and missing over half of his 3rd season. So the executives at Golden State started wondering, is Steph Curry really that guy? And when they got a call from the Bucks asking to trade for Steph Curry, they had their finger on the trigger, ready to get rid of him if the price was right. But at the very last second, one man stepped in to save the day. Steph's coach, Mark Jackson.
So Coach Jackson pulled me out at the locker room. And he's like, yo, just had to let you know, like, they wanted you in the trade. But I kind of stepped in too and said, I'm gonna give you the keys. I felt like I really believe in you. We just gotta get you healthy, and that's what the rest of the season gonna be about. So, you know, his line, don't let me a liar.
Draymond inspirational interview.
Don't let me a liar. And so that was when like the trade happened, and like, oh, by the way, that could have been you type vibe all at the same time. Crazy day. I'll never forget that moment.
For Steph, this was the day that changed everything. Because instead of trading him, the Warriors gave Steph his biggest contract yet, worth $44 million. So, with the support of the franchise behind him, Steph put the entire NBA on notice. And over the next few years, he turned the Warriors franchise into a dynasty.
That's how you do it, Curry.
4 rings, and he's not done yet. Just imagine if Steph played for the Bucks instead of the Warriors. That's crazy. But to be honest, we've seen some moments that aren't just crazy. They're flat out nuts. Like one time, Shaq almost killed someone. And another, LeBron, caused an entire